Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a guide for round 6 of the manufacturer series. Let's get this started. Brake in between the 100 and the 50 meter mark. You want to get your car to rotate as quickly as possible and go to the left side of the track. This will set you up so you can take the next 2 turns at full throttle, especially if you are on racing medium tires. Take advantage of this curb here, but don't cut too much into it, otherwise you'll end up with a penalty. There's a path on the right that you'll be using as your brake marker. It's just after the 100 meter mark. You can also take advantage of the curb here and make sure you get your car to rotate as quickly as possible because you don't want to accelerate onto the AstroTurf, as even getting a little bit into it will screw you up. Use some braking as you approach the 50 meter mark. Stay as inside as you can, start to accelerate for this next half of the turn, and use the last understeer sign on the left as your braking point. It's going to be off camera, so you need to memorize where it's at. Take advantage of this curb, start to fully accelerate, use a tad bit of braking, and slowly start to accelerate your way out. Then brake before you pass the black sign on the left. Get the car to rotate once again as quickly as possible. You can take this left-hander at full throttle, just give yourself a bit of space by going to the middle of the track. Then brake before you reach the 50 meter mark, and try not to accelerate too early so you don't end up unsettling the car or even going off track. Go a bit wide as you enter this turn so you don't have to steer too much, sacrificing any speed. It'll also come into use when you're in the actual race, so you minimize tire wear. And that's it for the lap guide. Let's go ahead and talk about the strategy. For the strategy, it's pretty straightforward. You only really need to think about one strategy, and that is to go to the pit stop for a tire change. Don't forget that both racing medium and racing hard tires are required to be used throughout this race, so make sure you have them equipped for at least one lap and you are good to go. When you're on the racing medium tires, you just want to make sure that you try to make your tires last as long as possible, at least for 6 laps. So make sure you don't slide around too much. Don't scrub them by using more steering than you need to, which creates understeer. And don't forget that you can adjust your brake balance along the race so you can suit your driving style, and so you can adjust the rate at which your tires are wearing. However, there was something interesting going on, so I had the brake balance at +1 for the Cayman GT4 in the first half of the race, but for some reason, whenever I was braking at some of the hard braking points, the car wanted to squirm around, so I had to bring it to -1, so 1 point towards the front, and it wasn't doing that. It could be a bug because I know there's an ABS bug going around, so you want to be a bit careful of that. So as you see here, I pit on lap 6, and the actual pit stop time is around 4.5 seconds, but the thing is that your exit is going to take a while as a total pit time. So the moment you enter the pit stop cutscene to the moment that you regain control of your car is over 25 seconds. So because of that, you want to go with a one-stop strategy. Most cars should be able to pit at around lap 6 or even stretch it out a little further, but if you're in a very light car like the Alfa Romeo 4C or even the Renault Megane Trophy, you can possibly stretch it out even further as the tire wear on those cars are very minimal. But yeah, so other than that, just do a one-stop, change tires, use racing medium and racing hard tires at some point in the race to satisfy both tire requirements, and you are good to go. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. So this is Mr. MCA turning older today, and I'll see you in the next video.